Let's talk about defining and returning in functions. So here we have defined a function. Def is even is the name of our function, and number is going to be the argument for this function. So number is going to be used inside of our function. So if we call is even with 10, what's going to happen is that number, the variable, is going to contain the value 10. So number equals 10 is going to be used all throughout this function. So then it's going to go through the first line of the function if number mod 2 equals 0. Number equals 10, so 10 mod 2 is 0, so this is going to evaluate to true. So it's going to go inside of our if statement and return true. Once a function has returned, it is not going to do anything else. So the print is actually not going to do anything. The function stops here and doesn't do anything after that. What if we wanted to do is even of 5? So again, number, which we defined in our function, is going to become a variable that contains the value of 5. So it's going to go to the first line of code and say if number mod 2 equals 0. Number is 5. 5 mod 2 does not equal 0, so this is false. But this function doesn't do anything. It's not going to return false when it is odd. So what can we do about that? Well, it turns out that a function can have multiple return statements. So we can do return true, and then later we can return false, or anything else that we want to return. So let's go back and take a look at our function. We can now return false if the number is odd. So let's see what's going to happen when is even is, if we call is even with 5. So when we do that, number, which is defined in our function, is going to become a variable that holds the value of 5. So we go to the first line of code again. If number mod 2 equals 0, 5 mod 2 does not equal 0, so this is going to be false. So it goes down to our else statement and returns false. Now head on over to Edstem and do the practice problems in return.